Have you ever wondered why you feel an unexplainable connection to a certain animal? Maybe you've always been drawn to the quiet strength of a wolf, the soaring freedom of an eagle, or the playful mischief of a monkey. In Buddhist thought, everything in the universe is connected through energy, karma, and consciousness, including you and your spirit animal. And here's the twist. The month you were born in could reveal which spirit animal mirrors your soul the most. This isn't about zodiac signs or astrology. This is deeper. Ancient Eastern philosophies teach that the moment of your birth is not random. It carries with it echoes of your past lives, karmic debts, and spiritual lessons you're meant to master. Your birth month in this sacred view serves as a kind of spiritual fingerprint, one that reveals your essence, your challenges, and your natural gifts. And each month is aligned with a different spirit animal that acts as your hidden guide. But here's the part that might just shock you. Some of these animals aren't what you'd expect. They may reveal hidden parts of yourself you've never acknowledged. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So if you've ever wanted to know who you truly are beneath the surface, or you're just curious what ancient wisdom says about your soul's animal reflection, keep watching. You're about to discover the wild truth behind your birthday month. And trust me, some of these revelations might just send chills down your spine. Ready to meet your spirit animal? Let's begin. January. The wolf. Born in the heart of winter, January souls are fierce, independent, and incredibly loyal, just like the wolf. In Buddhist symbolism, the wolf represents solitude with purpose. It's not that you're antisocial, it's that your energy is precious. You're selective about your tribe, and once someone earns your loyalty, you'll stand by them through lifetimes. Your spirit animal, the wolf, teaches you how to walk the line between independence and connection. In past lives, you may have been a lone seeker, perhaps a monk, a hermit, or a spiritual wanderer. That solitude sharpened your instincts. That's why you often just know things about people or situations. It's your karmic intuition kicking in. Wolves also communicate in subtle ways. You may not be loud, but your presence is undeniable. You speak with your energy, your eyes, your silence, and when you do speak, people listen. Like the wolf, you're a natural leader, but not in an arrogant way. Your leadership is quiet, deep, and respected. But there's a warning, too. Wolves can become isolated and mistrustful when hurt. You might struggle with opening up emotionally, fearing betrayal. But in Buddhist wisdom, healing comes from connection. Your journey in this life may involve learning to trust again, to find your pack. The wolf reminds you to honor your instincts, value your solitude, but never forget the power of connection. You are both wild and wise. February. The falcon. If you were born in February, your spirit animal is the falcon, a powerful symbol of vision, clarity, and spiritual focus. In Buddhist teachings, the falcon represents heightened awareness and unwavering purpose. You aren't here by accident. You're here to see what others miss. Falcon-born souls are often misunderstood. People may say you're too intense, too focused, or too lost in your own world. But that's because your mind flies far above the ordinary. You can zoom in on a goal with laser precision while also seeing the bigger picture. It's this dual sight, this higher perception, that makes you incredibly gifted when it comes to strategy, insight, and spiritual alignment. In your past lives, you may have been a visionary or seer, someone who advised kings, led revolutions, or uncovered hidden truths. That karmic memory still lives in you. You're often the first to notice when something is off in a situation, and you have an unshakable gut feeling when you're being lied to or misled. Trust it. Your falcon spirit is a guardian of truth. But with such powerful vision comes a spiritual lesson. Don't fly so high that you forget to land. Falcons are majestic in flight, but still need to return to Earth to rest, connect, and recharge. You may find yourself isolating or becoming emotionally detached when you're too focused on your ambitions or spiritual goals. That's your challenge in this life. Balance. Learn to be both visionary and vulnerable, both seeker and friend. Also, the falcon reminds you that not everyone sees what you see, and that's okay. Don't waste energy trying to explain your perspective to those who aren't ready. Instead, keep soaring. You were born to rise, to lead, and to shine from above. When you embrace the falcon's energy fully, you become a spiritual pathfinder, not just for yourself, but for others too. Your life is not about blending in. It's about flying in your truth, fearlessly. So, February soul, open your wings. The skies were made for you. March, the tiger. If you were born in March, your spirit animal is the tiger, a symbol of raw power, fearless intuition, and deep spiritual purpose. In Buddhist wisdom, the tiger is not just a predator. It's a sacred protector, a guardian of hidden truths, and a creature of immense inner strength. March-born souls are often bold, magnetic, and impossible to ignore. You may have noticed from a young age that you're different. You feel things deeply, sense energies around you, and walk through life with a quiet but unmistakable confidence. That's the tiger energy within you, watchful, graceful, and ready to leap when the moment is right. In your past lives, you may have been a warrior, a truth seeker, or even a spiritual rebel. Tigers don't follow the crowd. They carve their own path, and they often do it alone. You may find that you're the one in your circle who dares to speak the uncomfortable truth or who refuses to stay in toxic environments. That's because your soul remembers its mission, to protect your energy and awaken courage in others. But the tiger's path is not always easy. With great power comes a great spiritual test. How do you use your strength? Some tiger souls fall into impulsiveness, anger, or isolation when hurt. The Buddhist lesson for the tiger-born is inner mastery. You're learning not just to be powerful, but to be wise with that power. Your emotions run hot, and your instincts are sharp. But the true tiger knows when to act and when to observe. Your strength lies not only in action, but in restraint. Meditation, mindfulness, and spiritual discipline will unlock the full power of your karmic gifts. And here's what might shock you. Others see you as fearless, but deep down, your greatest fear is not living up to your potential. You sense that you were born for something greater, and you're right. Your life is meant to inspire, to protect, and to break barriers. So march, soul. Stand tall in your stripes. You are a spiritual force cloaked in beauty and mystery. Walk your path with pride and remember, the tiger does not chase. It attracts. April. The elephant. If you were born in April, your spirit animal is the elephant, a sacred symbol of wisdom, memory, and spiritual leadership in many Buddhist traditions. Elephants are deeply respected creatures, believed to carry ancient knowledge and karmic power. And if April is your birth month, you too are carrying more than you realize. Elephant-born souls are strong, not just physically or emotionally, but spiritually. You may appear calm and grounded on the outside, but beneath that calm is a soul that has walked through many lifetimes. You carry a deep sense of responsibility, and others often look to you for guidance, stability, and strength, even when you don't ask for it. That's because your energy speaks before you do. In Buddhist wisdom, the elephant represents not just strength, but compassionate power. Unlike the tiger who moves with intensity, the elephant moves with purpose. You are a natural leader, not because you command, but because you understand. Your gift is your patience. You don't rush. You think deeply. You listen. And when you act, it's with grace. But here's the spiritual twist. Many April-born souls carry karmic burdens from their past lives. You may feel weighed down at times by expectations, by emotional heaviness, or by the feeling that you're always supporting others. That's the elephant in you. Elephants are carriers, not just of weight, but of legacy. You may have been a leader or teacher in a previous life, and that energy hasn't left you. Your lesson in this life? Learn when to carry and when to let go. Not every burden is yours. You are incredibly loyal, and that's beautiful, but self-sacrifice without boundaries will dim your light. Remember, the elephant doesn't rush to every call. It moves with quiet confidence, trusting its inner compass. You are here to build foundations, families, movements, and even legacies. But don't forget that even the strongest creatures need rest and joy. Surround yourself with those who honor your wisdom and give you the freedom to just be. So, April soul, stand firm, walk slow, and speak when it matters. Your presence alone shifts the room. You don't have to roar to be powerful. You are the elephant, the ancient one, the gentle giant with a heart of gold. May. The butterfly. If you were born in May, your spirit animal is the butterfly, a radiant symbol of transformation, rebirth, and emotional depth in Buddhist wisdom. Unlike the creatures of brute strength or sharp instinct, the butterfly teaches a different kind of power, the power of change, lightness, and beauty through evolution. May-born souls are the alchemists of the zodiac. You're constantly growing, shifting, and adapting. People may describe you as free-spirited, expressive, and emotionally intelligent. But what they often don't see is how many versions of yourself you've already outgrown. Like the butterfly, you're in a constant dance with transformation, breaking out of old patterns and emerging more beautiful each time. In your past lives, you may have been someone who stayed stuck, trapped by duty, fear, or old beliefs. That karmic echo pushes you now to crave freedom. You weren't born to fit in a mold. You were born to become. And you do it so gracefully, others don't even realize the storms you've survived to grow your wings. Butterfly spirits are gifted with empathy and charm. You can walk into a room and instantly sense the emotional temperature. You lift others with your lightness, your laughter, and your natural ability to find beauty in broken places. But that's also your challenge. You sometimes give so much of your light that you burn out. Buddhist teachings remind the butterfly soul. Transformation must begin within. Don't constantly morph for others. Change because you feel called to. You are here to evolve, not perform. And while people may admire your beauty, it's your journey, the metamorphosis behind it, that holds the real power. There's another message in your wings. Nothing is permanent. Many souls often face sudden changes, losses, moves, or emotional upheavals. These aren't punishments. They are activated. Each one is a cosmic nudge toward your higher self. Your joy, your sadness, your rebirth, it's all part of a sacred cycle. And your spirit animal reminds you that even when things fall apart, something more beautiful is trying to emerge. So May soul, spread your wings, trust your path, and never fear who you're becoming. You are the butterfly, delicate but fierce, fragile yet unstoppable. You don't just survive transformation, you thrive in it. June. The snake. If you were born in June, your spirit animal is the snake, one of the most misunderstood yet most spiritually profound creatures in Buddhist symbolism. The snake is a master of rebirth, mystery, and sacred knowledge. And just like the snake, you were born to shed old skins and uncover deeper truths, both about yourself and the universe. June-born souls are intuitive, layered, and complex. You may come across as calm, even quiet, but underneath that stillness is a mind that never stops observing. You see patterns others don't. You sense emotions that haven't been spoken. It's as if you were born with ancient radar, able to detect energy, deception, and truth with laser precision. That's your snake spirit at work. In many Buddhist teachings, the snake represents Kundalini energy, the powerful spiritual force that lies dormant at the base of the spine, waiting to awaken. People born under the snake's energy often carry dormant spiritual gifts from past lives, healing, psychic insight, or a natural connection to mystical practices. You may feel pulled to meditation, dreams, or even occult knowledge, not because it's trendy, but because your soul remembers. But with this mystical power comes deep karmic lessons. Snakes are solitary creatures. June souls often struggle with trust. You may have been betrayed in this life, or others, and that pain makes you cautious, even secretive. You protect your heart with layers of calm, humor, or intellect. But beneath it all, there's a yearning to be seen, not just for who you are now, but for all the past lives and wisdom you carry inside. Your transformation is not loud, it's internal. You shed, heal, and evolve in private, and when you emerge, you're never quite the same. That can scare people, but remember, the snake doesn't ask for permission to grow, it just does. Another Buddhist truth about the snake: it never wastes energy. You've likely learned to be selective with your words, your time, and your emotions. That's your superpower, conservation of energy to channel it into transformation. So June soul, embrace your mystery, trust your instincts, and never be afraid to shed what no longer serves you. You are the snake, ancient, aware, and always evolving. July, the horse. If you were born in July, your spirit animal is the horse, a powerful symbol of freedom, passion, and spiritual pursuit in Buddhist and Eastern teachings. The horse is not only a creature of strength and beauty, but one of deep restlessness, a wild spirit constantly seeking truth, movement, and purpose. And if this is your birth month, chances are you've felt that calling your whole life. July-born souls are adventurous, independent, and always in motion, whether that's physical, emotional, or spiritual. You may have a hard time staying in one place, one idea, or one routine for too long. That's because your soul remembers what it's like to be trapped, perhaps in a past life filled with duty, limitation, or emotional confinement. The horse within you is now here to break free. In Buddhist philosophy, the horse symbolizes prana, the life force energy that moves through the body and powers the soul. That's why July souls often have infectious energy. People are drawn to your vibe, your charisma, your spontaneity. But here's the hidden truth. All that movement is not just for fun. It's your spirit's way of seeking something real. You're not running away. You're running toward something sacred. But this freedom-loving spirit comes with a challenge: discipline. Just like a wild horse needs training to reach its full strength, July souls must learn to focus their energy. Without grounding, you may find yourself burned out, scattered, or emotionally unstable. You have so many passions, so many dreams, but without anchoring, they can fade before becoming reality. Your journey in this life is to master the balance between freedom and commitment, between wild energy and spiritual depth. You are not meant to be caged, but you are also not meant to drift endlessly. Ground yourself in your truth, and your spirit will soar even higher. People often misunderstand you as impulsive or inconsistent, but those who truly know you see your heart, brave, generous, and fiercely loyal once you choose where you belong. You are a leader, a light, and a reminder that life is meant to be lived fully, not merely endured. So, July soul, run free, but don't forget to pause and look inward. You are the horse, wild, wise, and always galloping toward your soul's horizon. August the bear. If you were born in August, your spirit animal is the bear. a symbol of power, protection, and quiet inner wisdom in Buddhist and shamanic traditions. The bear is not just a creature of strength, it's a guardian of the sacred, a protector of the tribe, and a soul deeply connected to the rhythms of the earth. And if you're an August soul, this mighty animal mirrors your truest self. You carry a powerful presence. Even when you're silent, people feel your energy. You walk into a room and things shift. That's not arrogance. It's the bear within you. In Buddhist wisdom, the bear represents a grounded force of nature. You are stable, reliable, and fiercely loyal to those you love. You might not speak often, but when you do, people listen, because your words carry weight. In past lives, you may have been a tribal elder, a protector, or a healer. That karma lives in your bones. You instinctively know how to care for others, how to defend what's right, and how to hold sacred space when the world feels chaotic. But here's the catch. Bears need solitude, and so do you. August-born souls often struggle between their love for others and their need to recharge alone. This can create emotional confusion. You may find yourself overwhelmed, even irritable, without knowing why. The answer is spiritual. Your soul requires stillness to access its deepest wisdom. Your greatest power is not just in action, but in knowing when to rest. Bears hibernate, and during that sacred sleep, they dream, heal, and awaken stronger. You must allow yourself the same. Meditation, nature, and quiet reflection are your superpowers. But beware of your shadow side. When wounded, bear souls can become overprotective, stubborn, or emotionally withdrawn. You may isolate or suppress feelings, thinking it's strength, but real strength is vulnerability. Your karmic lesson is to let others in, to share the wisdom you often keep hidden. So, August soul, stand tall, speak truth, and honor your cycles. You are not just a force to be reckoned with. You are a protector of hearts, a pillar of strength, and a quiet storm of ancient power. You are the bear, strong, sacred, and unshakably wise. September. The fox. If you were born in September, your spirit animal is the fox, a symbol of cleverness, adaptability, and quiet intelligence in both Buddhist lore and folklore around the world. The fox isn't just a trickster, it's a spiritual guide, a master strategist, and a protector of sacred secrets. And if September is your month, your soul carries this ancient mystical energy. Fox-born souls are usually quick-witted, observant, and emotionally intelligent. You notice things others miss, the subtle facial expressions, the shift in tone, the things left unsaid. You're not just smart, you're intuitively smart. Your wisdom isn't always loud or book-taught. It's the kind that comes from deep spiritual awareness and karmic memory. In past lives, you may have been a counselor, a strategist, or even a monk who understood the hidden workings of the mind. That gift continues in this life. You're able to read a room instantly, pick up on spiritual cues, and adjust your energy accordingly. Like a fox navigating the forest, you move through life with grace, agility, and purpose, even when others think you're just lucky. But here's your spiritual challenge. You often keep your guard up. Because you're so perceptive, it's hard for you to truly trust. You may smile and joke on the outside, but very few people get to see your real thoughts or feelings. This creates a loneliness inside, even when you're surrounded by others. Buddhist wisdom teaches us that the fox represents the middle path, balance between action and stillness, thinking and feeling, independence and connection. You don't have to do everything alone. Your journey isn't just about surviving through cleverness, it's about thriving through authenticity. You also tend to have a restless spirit. Fox souls often feel like they're meant for more, but struggle to find exactly what that more is. That's your karmic invitation, to keep searching, to stay curious, and to honor your gift of adaptability while rooting yourself in truth. So September soul, trust your instincts, speak your truths, and don't hide your depth behind humor or deflection. You are the fox, agile, wise, and spiritually sharp. Your light may be subtle, but it cuts through illusion like a blade. You don't follow the path, you create it. October, the raven. If you were born in October, your spirit animal is the raven, a powerful symbol of mystery, transformation, and spiritual prophecy in Buddhist and shamanic teachings. The raven is no ordinary bird. It is a messenger between realms, a creature that sees both the light and the shadow, and if October is your birth month, your soul has walked between many worlds. Raven-born individuals are deep, introspective, and incredibly magnetic. You carry an energy that makes people curious, like you know something they don't. And guess what? You probably do. Your intuition is razor sharp. You can sense the truth behind people's words and often feel energies others cannot explain. This is because your spirit animal is connected to the unseen, the mystical, the ancestral, the karmic. In your past lives, you may have been a mystic, oracle, or spiritual guide, someone who helped others navigate darkness. That karma gives you a natural ability to bring light to hidden places. You might be drawn to dreams, symbols, the occult, or even spiritual psychology. Nothing superficial satisfies you. You crave meaning, and you see through illusion like smoke. But there's a weight to this wisdom. October souls often carry an inner darkness, moments of deep melancholy, emotional solitude, or existential questioning. People might not always notice because you're so good at hiding it behind charm, wit, or cool confidence. Yet inside, the raven longs for deeper connection, not just with others, but with the divine. Buddhist teachings remind the raven soul that transformation comes through acceptance, not resistance. Your shadows are not your enemies, they are your teachers. Don't be afraid to explore your emotional depths. When you do, you discover a wellspring of creative and spiritual power that few others ever touch. You're also a natural alchemist. What breaks others, you turn into wisdom. What hurts, you transform into healing for yourself and those around you. Your presence alone can shift people, challenge illusions, and awaken new perspectives. So, October soul, embrace your mystery. Speak your insights. Honor your path as a bridge between the earthly and the spiritual. You are the raven, elegant, enigmatic, and endlessly evolving. You weren't born to follow the light. You were born to be it in the darkness. November, the wolf. If you were born in November, your spirit animal is the wolf, a sacred symbol of intuition, loyalty, and deep soul wisdom in Buddhist teachings and across many ancient traditions. The wolf is not just a hunter or survivor. It is a guardian of truth, a seeker of the divine, and a mirror for the soul. And if you were born in November, you carry the heart of the lone wolf and the spirit of the sacred pack. November-born souls are intense, emotional, and deeply intuitive. You feel things on a level most people don't even understand. You may have been told you're too much or too deep, but that's because the world often fears what it can't label. You are a spiritual enigma, passionate but private, fearless yet sensitive, wild yet wise. Wolves walk both in the physical and spiritual worlds. And so do you. In past lives, you may have been a protector, a shaman, or a truth-teller, someone who spoke when others stayed silent. That karmic fire burns in you still. You can't tolerate injustice or betrayal. Your soul demands authenticity in all things, relationships, work, beliefs. Anything fake feels like poison to your spirit. But here's the twist. The wolf is also a creature of duality. You crave solitude and independence, yet you long for connection and belonging. This can create an emotional push and pull in your life. You want to be understood but fear vulnerability. You want love, but on your terms. It's not confusion. It's your wild spirit trying to reconcile lifetimes of lessons. In Buddhist wisdom, the wolf teaches the path of sacred instinct. You don't need proof. You feel the truth. Trust that. Your inner compass is tuned to the divine. Your dreams, gut feelings, and even your random thoughts are often spiritual messages waiting to be decoded. You're also a natural guide. People are drawn to your strength and your authenticity. But you must remember, you're not here to lead everyone. You're here to protect your own path and inspire others simply by walking it with integrity. So, November soul, howl when it's time, rest when you must, and run free under your own moon. You are the wolf, fierce, loyal, and deeply awakened. And you don't just walk through life. You hunt for the truth. December. The owl. If you were born in December, your spirit animal is the owl, a powerful symbol of wisdom, foresight, and spiritual awakening in Buddhist teachings and global mysticism. The owl sees in the dark. It flies silently but sees everything. And if December is your birth month, your soul carries that same quiet, piercing clarity. December-born individuals are natural sages. You've always been an old soul, even as a child. You ask the deep questions, challenge shallow beliefs, and crave truths that others avoid. While many people chase surface-level success, you're after something far more meaningful: inner truth, freedom, and enlightenment. Owls are nocturnal, and you too may feel most alive in solitude, in silence, or in the spiritual night when others are sleeping. This isn't loneliness, it's communion. In past lives, you may have been a monk, mystic, or keeper of sacred knowledge. That karmic imprint means you're often drawn to philosophy, spirituality, dreams, and metaphysics, not just for curiosity, but because your soul remembers. In Buddhist symbolism, the owl represents the ability to move beyond illusion. December souls have a powerful gift of seeing what's hidden, not just in others, but in themselves. You often know things without knowing how. Your dreams may be vivid, your instincts uncanny, and your moments of clarity cosmic. But this gift can feel like a burden. Because you see deeply, you may also feel deeply sadness, injustice, or spiritual emptiness in the world. You're not someone who can fake happiness. And when you're misunderstood or surrounded by shallow energy, it can feel isolating. But remember, owls thrive in the dark. You don't need the spotlight to shine. You carry your own light within. Your challenge in this life is to trust your timing. The owl doesn't rush. It waits for the right moment, then strikes with precision. You must learn to honor your own rhythms and release the pressure to conform. You were never meant to be part of the crowd. You were born to illuminate the unknown. So December soul, embrace your stillness, speak your visions, and know that your presence brings wisdom even in silence. You are the owl, solitary yet sacred, gentle yet fierce, and wise beyond this lifetime. You don't just see the truth, you are here to share it. Your birthday month is more than a date. It's a clue, a message written in the stars and carried through lifetimes. Each spirit animal you've met today isn't just a fun idea. It's a mirror to your soul's essence, your karma, and your purpose. Whether you felt an instant connection or discovered something new, that animal is your spiritual partner, here to guide and protect you. In Buddhist wisdom, the spirit animal isn't something outside of you. It's you, in symbolic form. The wild, wise part of you that remembers who you really are. Embracing it means embracing your true nature, your karmic path, and your spiritual power. So, which spirit animal are you? Did it surprise you, shock you, or make perfect sense? Let us know in the comments. And if this message sparked something in you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more ancient wisdom, fun discoveries, and mind-opening truths. The animal inside you is awake now. What will you do with that power?